examination and even put in, but that damage there is not one problem. It has really destroyed so much. One who is willing can come and see for him or herself.
Mr. Amale Ben Moore, the Assistant District Education Officer in charge of Special Needs Education, said the unfortunate incident happened at a time when the pupils are at the verge of writing their end of term 2 examinations, saying he is aware this will affect the pupils psychologically.
This is a week for examination. We are aware the children will be psychologically affected, but we appeal to the public to continuously guide and counsel them. As a department, we are working hard to see that normality returns. At the moment, we are appealing to partners to come and support these learners since they have lost most of their properties.
Superintendent of Police Dagood Ignatius, the Police Public Relations Officer for Northwest Nile Region, said when the matter was reported to police, they managed to send a group of experts on ground to conduct investigations and community policing about the incident.
We have opened a case of general inquiry file, GEF. We opened it to ascertain the cause of the fire in the primary school. The scene was visited by the scene of crime officer, including the uniform personnel, and documented it properly. Then we have also recorded some relevant statements from the witnesses to help in investigation.
He, however, said as police they intend to hold meeting with the school management to render a helping hand to the school and appeal to the public to be vigilant and security conscious so that cases of rampant fire outbreaks can be dealt with easily.
I expect by tomorrow we need to have a meeting with the school administration so that we shall say what to do for that school. But my humble advice is vigilante. Let us be vigilant.
The incident left many people puzzled since it's the first of its kind. Such an unfortunate incident is happening in the district. It's upon this background that the police are calling upon every member of the district to be vigilant and security conscious so as to avoid such incidents from happening in the future. Dominic Anthony Okumu, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
Moving on to Pakwach District, at least several vehicles with passengers and motorcycles have been reportedly stranded on the major roads in Pakwach District as heavy rain with floods from the River Tangi in Makshon Falls National Park wreaked havoc on Pakwach Olweo Highway and Pakwach Nyoya Border District. Alfred Jawok reports.
At least several vehicles with passengers and motorcycles have reportedly got stranded on major roads in Pakwach District as heavy rains with the floods from Tangi River in Mashishon Falls National Park wreaked havoc on Olweo Pakwach Road, Pakwach Nyoya Border District. Other roads include Wangyang Atara Road and Pukwero Pakwach Road respectively. The heavy rains pounded the roads for over 14 hours non-stop, hence causing traffic jams for both passengers to and from West Nile region, where some 2 trucks soaked in the water. Most of the truck drivers and passengers who declined to speak on record blamed the government for putting deaf ears on the issues of roads in the West Nile region. It should be noted that the road always floods 3 months during the rainy season, which affects movement of people to other regions from West Nile and vice versa. However, Tralib Ashile, the Deputy Resident District Commissioner Pakwach District, calls for calmness among the public as government plans to work on Pakwach Olweo Road are in progress.
And coming to Nebi to commission power. So if the long-awaited power has arrived, why not this road? This road will be worked. Resources are coming. So I'm quite sure these are situational issues which are consolidated. We shall be handling them. They are minor, and this government will handle them. Our government of President Museveni is quite poor and quite work with the population. Therefore, I don't see anything. I don't see any big alarm. This one will be taken care of. And
according to Ashile, last month, the Executive Director, Uganda National Roads Authority, Allen Kajina, visited the bad spot and promised to solve the challenges.
The ED was here last time and she promised that this pass is going to be worked. You know, definitely the government is going to work on this. Government is, this part of the road is Olwio, Pakwach, reconstruction of the bridge, where they are doing renovation, and the works have started. Our people in the Western Nile should be patient. These occurrences come once in a while and it goes, and it doesn't take more than 15 hours. It doesn't take more than 12 hours. At least it goes. We are quite sure. And here the ED was saying the design is already in place. Since the work started from the other side, this road side is going to be worked. We pledge for total commitment to work within the agencies, and we want to ensure that the traffic flow is smooth. That's why we are here.
For over a decade, water flooding on Pakwach Olwey Road has been a challenge to many road users, but no remedies are done by UNRA. Today, the level of water is decreasing as many truck drivers seek for other alternative routes to use para Masindi Road. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
Moving on to Moyo District, Moyo General Hospital has been hit by a drug shortage after the national medical stores failed to supply the hospital with drugs for 3 cycles, which has caused untold suffering for the public seeking healthcare services at the facility. Okumu Dominic reports.
The drug stockout can visibly be seen at the hospital pharmacy, where the whole stall is almost empty, a clear indication that the hospital lacks life-saving drugs. Dr. Chandi Fred Opeli, the medical superintendent Moyo General Hospital, said the hospital has not received drugs from national medical stores for the past 3 cycles, which is over 200 million shillings, saying the last time national medical stores brought supplies in the hospital was in March this year, but what they supplied were other sorted items which were also in small quantities, but they made a promise to supply the hospital with drugs, but up to date they have not supplied.
It's now more than 4 months that we received our last supplies of medicines and supplies from NMS. The last time we received was in March, and it was cycle 3 and 4 for last financial year. We expected the deliveries for cycle 5 and 6 in May. It never came. In June it never came. July they told us it would come. It never came.
He, however, appealed to national medical stores to consider supplying the hospital with the medicines they have not been supplying for the past cycles, and they need to improve and follow their timetables for supplying drugs, saying they have a very good schedule for supplying drugs, but in most cases they don't follow their schedule, and this doesn't go well with the public.
NMS, my appeal is they should take into consideration the medicines that have not yet been supplied. There's more than for last year, and part of the other year it has gone to more than 225 millions. We need those medicines and supplies, and also they need to regularize these deliveries. They give us a very good schedule. If I show you the schedule, it's a very good schedule, and we are comfortable for the deliveries for the different circles, but it's very rare that they really follow those schedules.
Mr. Mawa Basir, The chairperson board of directors Moyo General Hospital said he is aware national medical stores might be having challenges in making supplies to the hospital, but urged the leadership of the national medical stores to try and at least make some supplies, even if not all, so that the health workers can move with their heads up and the public seeking health services at the facility can be able to receive treatment at the facility.
I would really say the NMS authority should look into these issues. I know they will also equally be facing challenges, as the MS said, but to a bigger margin, they should try to minimize. At least something should be done to help the health officers here talk with the heads up. In the absence of that, and failure to do that results into serious consequences.
Mrs. Ongerto Jessica, the Chief Administrative Officer Moyo, acknowledged that at least for the past 3 cycles, the hospital had not received drugs from national medical stores, saying there might be challenges facing national medical stores, but urged them to act swiftly and supply the hospital with drugs, adding that failure to supply the drugs will affect service delivery to the public, yet the money has been paid.
But of course, when the drugs are not there, our people even don't seek care. But also, really, the ones that could have come and be treated are also really, their health deteriorates even more. So my appeal is, I really understand their challenges, but at least not 3 cycles. They can try to do better. And even where they have chosen to bring, let them bring the real quantities. Because it is useless for us to have a budget that is not really provided. For me, I think it beats the whole purpose of really serving the people and bringing the services to the people when we cannot give them the services.
The National Medical Stores NMS has been mandated by the Ministry of Health to store and supply medical equipment and drugs to all the government hospitals and health centers. However, Moyo General Hospital has not received the medical drugs for the past 3 cycles, which has resulted into drug stock out in the hospital. It's from this background that the district leadership, together with the hospital authorities, are requesting national medical stores to act fast on the matter so as to save the lives of the public. Dominic Antonio Kumu, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
The usual suspect, that's Oraku Benson Pastor, already in the studios of West Nile Television to give you what continues to transpire in the world of sports. Before we talk about some of the trending stories in national and also internationally, let's first take a look at what is happening within the region. I can confirm to you the 2 months Twambe Corporate League third edition, our final came to an end over the weekend with the Heritage Hotels emerging as the overall champions after beating Buganda Community by a 1-0. Not only that, we had so many awards that of course also emerged. Let's first take a look at the highlights of the story.
Heritage Hotels have emerged as the champions of the just concluded Twambe Corporate League third edition after edging Buganda Community by a 0-0. The 2 months tournament started in the mid of June 2024, in which over 27 teams registered. The 2 teams met in the finals after Buganda Community eliminated Arosi Teachers in the semi-finals, and also Heritage Hotels eliminating Save the Children in other semi-final encounter. In summary, Heritage Hotels are the overall champions, Buganda Community finished as the runners-up, and the Arosi Teachers scooped the 3rd playoff position, and last Twambe Health Club Academy players all received medals. Apart from the battle among the teams that registered for the 3rd edition of Twambe Corporate League, During the closing ceremony, Western Nile Television received a special and glittering certificate as a way of appreciating the only broadcasting television in the region that broadcasted all the epic and genius games of the just concluded Twambe Cooperative League 3rd edition. Apart from Western Nile Television, other organizations and great business entities that were partners and those that offered support were all awarded certificates. The theme for 3rd edition of Twambe Cooperative League is supporting children suffering from malnutrition. Oraku Benson Pastore, Western Nile Television, Nalka Sports.
Away from that story, let's now talk about some of the trending stories internationally before I give you what transpired. By the way, championship, the second tier of English football has already started over the weekend on Friday. Before I give you how the games went, let's first take a look at what is happening in the world of transfer. Finally, the fruit is already out. I am talking about Aaron Wan-Bissaka's deal to West Ham. I mean West Ham United, they have confirmed the signature of Aaron Wan-Bissaka from the team of Manchester United, and they have signed him at a fee of around £15 million, and he has signed 7 years contract with the Hammers. And this is a player who joined Manchester United way back in 2019 from Crystal Palace, and it was led by a fee of £50 million there. Finally, he's a player for the team of West Ham, and he becomes the 8th player to sign for the Hammers. The other players who have been signed before include Jean-Claire Totibo from the team of Nice. They have also concluded the signing of Somerville from the team of Leeds United. On top of that, they also went on to sign a player in the names of Louis Guilherme, and not also forgetting about Nicolas Fulcrack from the team of Borussia Dortmund. Another player they have included in their list is Federingham, not forgetting about Max Kilman, and lastly, Guido Rodriguez is another player West Ham they have signed. As I said earlier on, in total, West Ham United they have signed 8 players, but they still continue to be active in the ongoing summer transfer window. Leaving that story of West Ham there, still within London, particularly in Chelsea. Chelsea have extended the contract of their attacking midfielder Cole Palmer. They have added 2 years contract extension for him. Initially, he signed 7 years contract, and this one now takes his contract with the team of Blues to 9 years. That's Cole Palmer for you in relation to what is happening with the team of Chelsea. Away from that, at the Vitaly Stadium, that's at the half of Bournemouth. Bournemouth, they have actually completed the signing of Barcelona fullback, that's Julian Araujo, not Ronald Araujo, but Julian Araujo. Ronald Araujo is a central defender from Uruguay. Meanwhile, this one called Julian Araujo is a fullback from Mexico. They signed him last summer from LA Galaxy, and he spent the whole of last season on loan at Las Palmas, where he made 25 appearances for the team of Las Palmas. Now, Bournemouth, they have completed his signature for undisclosed fee. That is the latest story I can give you as far as Bournemouth is concerned. And let's leave that one there. Like I said earlier on, championship has already started. It started on Friday, and yesterday there was a very big encounter between Luton Town and Burnley, where we saw Burnley putting a star performance over Luton, demolishing them by 4 goals to 1. Not only that game that has been played in the first week of the championship, also on Sunday games we are played where Sheffield United we are beaten by Sunderland by 2 goals to 0. Then on Saturday, Hull City went on to draw the game with Hull City, which ended 1-1. Hull City actually drew the game with Bristol City 1-1, and there was a game between Portsmouth and Leeds. This game produced 6 goals and it ended 3-3. It was a draw. Middlesbrough went on to edge out Swansea City by 1 goal to 0. There was an encounter between one of the newly promoted sides into championship, between Oxford United and Norwich. Norwich were actually beaten in the game by 2 goals to 0. And also Stoke City opened the campaign with a 1-0 win over the team of Coventry. And the last game, the games that we actually played on Friday, 2 games we have played, whereby Blackburn demolished Derby by 4 goals to 2. And lastly, Sheffield United, we are 2 goals to 0 winners over Preston North End. Championship has started. English Premier League is bouncing back over the weekend with the open game between Manchester United and Fulham on Friday. Also, La Liga is also bouncing back. In fact, most of the top European leagues, they are bouncing back. My name is Oraku Benson Pastore. It has been NILE Sports with me. Have the best of your evening. We'll link up again tomorrow.
Thank you, Rako Benson Pastore, for that sports news and that sports highlight. With that marks the end of the NILE cast only on West Nile Television. Thank you always for taking the time to be with us.